Hey, thank you for joining us today. What we have here is the Lynx 2 handheld. We will be doing two upgrades to this old handheld system. We will be installing a micro USB port so that we can power it through the micro USB adapter, and we will be installing a new LCD screen. I've already opened up the Lynx 2 and turning it over. We will be removing one of the straps that hold the Wii. We will be removing this portion of that plastic cover using a blade or small clippers. You can remove the lower portion of that shell section. I purchased this from kretro.com. It is a micro USB port, and to test it, we just slip it in just like so. I didn't show the drilling of the hole mount, but you use the PCB hole as a guide to where to drill the hole in the shell, and use that hole then to secure the screw in as shown here. The next step is to connect the power and ground cables to the breakout board, and we do this by first tinning the pads of the breakout board. Once that is done, we then solder in the red wire at the top and ground wire on the bottom as shown here. The next step is removing the old screen. We remove a few screws, and from there we can easily unmount the old screen from the shell. The screen that we'll be installing in this Lynx 2 is the BenVenn solderless screen as shown. It comes all the way from Australia, so if you want to purchase it, maybe purchase it in advance. Removing the cover, you then just drop it in place, and using a 3D plastic piece, you use it to align the screen on top of the shell. The next step is removing this electronic component, and how I removed it was using some solder and using a solder wick, remove that piece out. The next step in the process is installing or connecting a wire in the back of the motherboard, and this wire is so that you can control the brightness of the screen. It will be the back row, fourth pin from the left. Taking the other end of the wire, we then connect it to the brightness section of the LCD PCB board. Now to connect the screen, the LCD screen, to the motherboard, we take the flex cable and insert it as so. Now it's just a matter of putting everything back. One of the hardest thing in this project is the flex cable and how they were designed to connect to the screen. The connectors are very stiff, and I was scared to damage it when applying force in removing or putting it back. Now going back to the micro USB port, you connect the other end of the ground and power button as shown here. I place some electric tape on the back just to make sure that there would be no short circuit. Okay, at this point we're almost done. We just need to turn it on. and using the micro USB cable, I turned on the Lynx and it turns on. After testing the Lynx 2 for a while, I came to find out that the brightness control does not work. The micro USB works as it should, but just that the LCD brightness control doesn't work. And so I troubleshoot it for a while. But in the end, I wasn't able to get that feature to work. I think I'm missing some information. So if anyone out there knows what is wrong, please leave a comment below. With that being said, I want to close this video by saying that the mod kit BenVenns LCD was very easy to install. The micro USB adapter was also very easy. Too bad that my brightness controls wasn't working, but overall I had a lot of fun. Thank you for watching.